again, our 12-hour day of collective healing. And so I'm running all the Zoom sessions, and we just had a little technical hiccup on my part, so I totally apologize. But I want to thank Greta. She's calm, cool, and collected, and so I just appreciate you being here. I want to thank Nicole for hosting the course registration platform at www.theessentialnicole.com. I want to thank Jacqueline again at the Spiritual Touch Healing Boutique in Spokane Valley for hosting the Facebook event page. And again, I'm Curdy. I'm your technology goddess. I'm hosting through my Zoom account today. And all of these sessions are being recorded for future replay. So we have turned your microphones off, and we are going to ask you to use the chat button at the bottom of your screen if you have any questions for Greta. Greta, thank you so much for joining us today. I am so grateful you said yes, 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 yes to doing this.
My pleasure.
Just appreciate you so much. I'm going to turn everything over to you.
All right.
Ready.
Yes. Thanks so much, Curdy. As she said, my name is Greta. I hope you can all hear me all right. I am here in Spokane Valley at a Spiritual Touch Healing Boutique. And I'm just super, super honored and happy to be here with all of you and to be part of this day. It's really special and really exciting for all of us to be coming together like this. So we're going to begin with a little bit of breath work and then move into the yoga portion of the session. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable. You can lie down or find a seated position or a child's pose. Anything that feels nice for a few minutes where we can just center with our breath. Maybe grab a blanket to have alongside you throughout practice. And as you're ready, begin to soften your eyes or maybe close them. Begin to draw your awareness within your body. If you're on a mat or a towel or a blanket, drawing your attention into the four corners of your space. Letting go of any thoughts or distractions that may be asking for your attention. Beginning to focus in on your breath. Observing your inhales as they move in through your nose. And the exhales moving out through the nose. Focusing your attention on the sensation of the cool, fresh air moving in through the nostrils and hitting the back of your throat. Moving down into your chest and belly. And the exhales, releasing the warm, stale air out from your body, out through the nostrils. Connecting with the sensation. And then beginning to deepen the inhales, slowing your breath. And lengthen your exhales. Deepening the inhale, inviting fresh, cool air all the way into your low belly. Exhaling and releasing, feeling your chest fall and your body soften and relax. And maybe you bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Feel the wave of prana, life force energy as it's moving in and out of your body. Keeping your focus on your inhales and exhales. On your next breath, inviting your inhale all the way down into your legs, into your toes, into your arms and fingers. And exhale, push the air out from your low belly. Inhale into every part of your body. And exhale, visualize all of the air moving out, releasing, creating space for the next breath in. Begin finding a rhythm here. An even, steady flow of breath. Finding a slight pause at the top of the breath, at the top of the inhale. Exhale, breathe out. Find a slight pause. Continuing here. Noticing the space between each breath. Noticing the stillness and the calm. If you would like to set an intention for your practice, you're welcome to do that. Something simple, starting with words I am. It could be simply I am present. And come back to that mantra as we move. Perhaps there's something that is a bit more prevalent to your life and where you're at right now. I am healing and letting go of that which no longer serves me. Whatever feels right, breathe into that for 3 rounds of breath. Repeating it to yourself in your head, in your mind. On your next inhale, breathe in through the nostrils. Open mouth exhale, sighing it out. Do this twice more, breathing in deep through your nose, releasing your intention to the world through the mouth. Beautiful. Slowly make your way to a seated position. If you'd like a little lift through your hips, you can bring a blanket or a pillow or something just to sit on to lift the hips up a little bit. And staying connected to this breath cycle that you've established. Begin by bringing the hands to the knees. You can bring your palms down onto the knees to ground, or you can face the palms upward. If you are open to receive, if you are seeking something, just notice what feels right. It may even be one of each. We'll take a breath here to stack the head over the heart, and the heart over the pelvis. Taking a deep breath in. On your exhale, feel your shoulders soften away from your ears. The shoulder blades draw together and down the back. Another deep breath. One more. Breathing clarity, breathing space into your mind and heart. Full exhale to release. Pressing the air out, pushing it out from your low belly. On your inhale, taking your arms overhead, take your gaze up. And exhale, twist to your right. Cross your right arm over, bring your left hand behind you and turn your gaze over your shoulder. Inhale to center. And exhale, twist to the other side. Using your back hand as an extra support for your spine. Deep breath into the chest, into the heart space. Exhale to relax the shoulders. Inhale to come to center, gaze up. And exhale, bring the right hand down to the side. Plant your right palm next to your hip, fingers pointing away from your body. Reach the left arm up and over, like a little rainbow over your head, with the palm facing the ground. Take a deep breath in, reaching through your fingertips. And on your exhale, relax your shoulder down from your ear. Breathe in, extend through the crown of the head, long spine. Exhale, draw your top thumb backward, opening through your chest and heart. One more breath. Coming back to center. We'll switch sides, planting the left palm on the ground next to your left hip, fingers point away from your body. Inhale, reach the right arm up and over, making that rainbow. Taking a deep breath in to reach through the fingertips. And on your exhale, relaxing through your shoulders. And focusing the breath into the space between your ribs, between the rib cage and the hip bone. One more breath. Coming back to center. We'll walk the hands out in front. Beginning to fold forward. Maybe you stay up on your palms, or maybe you come down to your forearms. Once you find your edge, relax through the back of your neck. Breathe into the upper back, the space between the shoulder blades. One more deep breath. Full exhale. Inhale to rise up. Sit straight. We'll take some circles through the neck. Begin by dropping your right ear to your right shoulder. And then bringing the chin down to the chest. Rolling the left ear up to the left shoulder. And then reaching your chin and nose to the sky. Right ear to the right shoulder. Chin to chest. Left ear meets left shoulder. Gaze upward. Do this one more time in this direction. And then switch your rotation. And take this as slowly as you'd like, slowing down or pausing in any areas that feel particularly crunchy or tight. So the goal is not to look a certain way, it's not to move at a certain speed. The goal is to connect with our bodies, to be present. Be mindful of our breath. Using that as a tool to listen to what our bodies are telling us and all the beautiful messages that they're sharing. On your next inhale, come back to a neutral spine, sitting tall. And take some seated cat-cow variations. So we're just warming up the spine here, reaching the chest forward. And then off to the right side, and then rounding through your spine. Leaning your weight over to the left, reaching your heart forward. Taking the weight to the right. Rounding through your spine. One more time. Finding a full rotation. I like to imagine that I'm stirring a simmering pot on the stove. Reverse your direction. Opening your heart as you move forward. Rounding through your back body as you move back. Keeping connected to that steady flow of breath. Our next inhale brings us back to a seated position. On the exhale, we soften our shoulders, switch the crossing of your legs. And then walk your hands forward again to find that stretch on the other side. Maybe coming down to your forearms, maybe not. Wherever you are, relaxing through your shoulders and relaxing through the back of your neck. On your inhale, visualize your back body inflating like a balloon. And exhale, let the air out. Twice more, slow, deep inhale, visualizing the expansion. Inhale to sit up. And we'll make our way over into a tabletop position, hands and knees. So taking your time, getting there, moving slowly and mindfully. And once you're on hands and knees, checking in that your shoulders are stacked over your wrists and your hips are stacked over your knees. We untuck the toes and spread our fingers wide so we can press our weight into all the fingertips and the knuckles to avoid dumping weight into the heel of the hand. Inhale to reach long through the crown, long through the tailbone. And exhale, visualize pulling your belly button toward your spine. Find a gentle engagement of your core. Long exhale. Check in with the shoulders. We'll take a couple rounds of cat-cow. So on your inhale, take a cow, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, lifting the tailbone. And on your exhale, rounding through your spine, press into your hands, press into your feet, relax your head, tuck your tailbone for cat. Inhale for cow, hammock the belly, reach the heart forward, lift the gaze. Exhale, press into your hands, press through the space between your shoulder blades. Tuck the tailbone down for cat. Twice more at your own breath. From here, bringing your big toes to touch, taking your knees out to the edges of your mat and sending your hips back. Resting your forehead down on the mat, find child's pose. In child's pose, I challenge you to deepen the breath. Notice the deeper your breath becomes, the deeper into our bodies we can move. The more release we find throughout our muscles. Continuing to visualize the expansion of the back body on your inhales. And softening on your exhales. On your next inhale, coming back to tabletop. Exhale, bring your knees into touch. Inhale to extend your right leg out long behind you, point the toes. Option to extend the left arm out. Find a balance here. Pressing firmly into your right hand and into your left foot. Inhale, reach long through the fingers, through the toes. And then exhale, round through your spine, draw the knee toward the nose and the elbow in. Inhale to reach long. Exhale to round through. Inhale to reach. Exhale to round. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bring the hand and knee back to the ground, circle out your hips. Bringing the knees to touch again, we inhale, extend the left leg out. Maybe taking your right arm out in front. Exhale to settle the shoulders away from your ears. And then inhale to reach long through your fingers, through your toes, as if your body is being pulled, stretched from both sides. And then exhale to round through, curve through your spine to create space for your knee and elbow to connect. Inhale to reach. Exhale to round and tuck. Inhale, reach. Last one, exhale, round through. Inhale, reach long. Exhale to bring the hand and knee back to the ground. Circle out your hips. At any point, you're welcome to go to child's pose. From here, we'll walk the hands forward and bring the shoulders over the wrists, bringing the hips low. Knees are still on the ground for modified plank. Inhale to send your weight into your fingers and exhale to lower down slowly, keeping the elbows tucked in. With the hands underneath the shoulders, we inhale to lift the gaze, lift the chest, low cobra. Exhale, lower. Twice more, inhale to lift. Maybe you hover the hands, maybe you hover the feet. Exhale to lower. Last one, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale through your tabletop. Tucking your toes will send the hips up and back, find downward facing dog. That upside down V, bending into the knees to bring the belly toward the thighs and then sending your hips up high before pedaling out your feet. On your inhale, take your right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hips, and circle out. This can also be done with the left knee on the ground, so in tabletop position. Opening up the hips, moving in both directions. Switching sides when you're ready. You inhale the left leg up, bend the knee, stack the hip open, and circle it out a couple times in both directions. Bringing the left foot back to the ground. We're going to bend into our knees a lot and walk our feet up to the front of the mat. Find a forward fold. So here we'll have the feet about as wide as the hips. Bend your knees a lot and relax through the back of your head, through the back of your neck. Nod your head yes. And shake your head no. Inhale to lift up halfway, bring your hands to your shins or your thighs. Long straight back. And exhale to fold. 2 more times. Inhale to lift. Reach long through the crown of the head, long through the tailbone. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale to lift. Roll the shoulders down the back. Shoulder blades drop together and down. Exhale to fold. On your inhale, rolling slowly to standing, tucking the tailbone and stacking one vertebrae at a time. The crown of the head rises last. Once you're standing, check in with your foundation. Our weight is evenly between both feet. We lift the toes and wiggle them and spread them and set them back down. Feeling the connection through all 4 corners of the feet. Our arms are relaxed, hanging from our shoulders with the palms facing forward. We're standing tall and breathing deep in mountain pose. If you set an intention for your practice, invite that in again. Full inhale. Complete exhale. On your next inhale, taking your arms up over your head, taking your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Bow the head. Inhale to reach up, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward, taking the arms wide, hinging at the hips, swan dive. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift up, reverse swan dive, hinge at the hips, rise up strong. Exhale, twist to your right, taking your right fingertips back, your left fingertips forward. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist over to the left. Left fingertips back, right fingertips reach forward. Inhale to center. We'll go twice more to each side, exhaling, keeping the hips square toward the front of your mat or blanket or towel, whatever you're on. Inhaling to center. Exhale, extend long through both hands. Coming back to center, once more to each side. Maybe taking your gaze with you over the right shoulder. And then over the left shoulder. Inhale to come back. To your upward salute, arms overhead, gaze up. And exhale, swan dive forward, hinge at your hips, flat back. Forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Relax through the back of the neck. Our next inhale takes us into chair pose, sinking the hips low, bending into the knees. Taking the arms either overhead or maybe the hands to the heart. Checking in here that you can see your toes in front of your knees. And then if you find that you're swaying through your back, go ahead and tuck the tailbone down. Tilt the pelvis forward to support your low back. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Release into a forward fold. From here, bringing your left hand to the ground, bending into your left knee. Take your right fingertips toward the sky. Maybe rising up onto your left fingertips. If you have something you want to hold on to here, you're welcome to do that. Lift the ground up a little bit. So in these twists, we think of spiraling our hearts open, twisting all the way through our spine. One more breath. Exhale, fold forward, nod the head yes, shake the head no. Switch sides, bending into your right knee, plant your right hand beneath your face, and inhale the left fingertips up high. Notice if your shoulders have started to squeeze up towards your ears, and if they have, use your exhale to release them. You can press into your lower hand here, kind of twirl yourself, spiral yourself more open. And on an exhale, come back to your forward fold. From here, we'll come down to a seat. The legs extended out in front. Sitting tall through the spine, through the crown of the head. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale to fold forward, draw your belly toward your thighs. Bending into your knees as much as you need to here. And an option to hold behind the calves, maybe the ankles, or maybe at the feet. Relax through the back of the neck. Take a deep breath in here. So when we bend into our legs, it allows us to take this stretch through our entire back body, whereas when we keep our legs straight, it isolates the stretch into our hamstrings. So when we bend into the knees, flex our toes and relax our neck, it adds all these little dynamics to the stretch that we may not have otherwise. Notice if there are areas here where you are holding extra tension, unnecessary tension. Maybe you're clenching in your jaw or activated in a hip muscle. Just checking in with your body, sending attention and breath to any areas that are feeling tight, resistant. One more round of breath here. Full breath into your back. Exhale completely. We'll inhale to sit up. Draw the right knee in with you. And then we'll take the right foot on the outside of your left leg. So crossing it over the left leg. Turn to your right. Bring the right hand behind you. And you can either hold your right knee here or hold your elbow. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale to twist. Again, checking in with the shoulders. Noticing if you're leaning back into your arm. Maybe walking the hand a little bit closer toward the body to sit up straight. One more breath. Inhaling to come back to center. Uncross your leg. Extend it out long and draw your left leg in to do the other side. Cross the left foot on the outside of your right leg and then pivot to your left. The left hand comes behind for extra support. And the gaze turns over the left shoulder. Deep breath in and full breath out. Staying present with your breath, present with your body and the sensations you're experiencing. One more breath. Coming back to center. Uncrossing the leg. We'll bring the soles of the feet together. Take the knees wide for cobbler's pose. Inhaling to sit up nice and tall. And exhale, begin to lean forward. Fold forward over your feet. Maybe taking your elbows to your knees to press down here. Maybe giving yourself a little foot massage, a little bit of love. And relaxing through the back of your neck. Tune into your breath again. Come back to your intention. With your breath in, notice how allowing yourself to let go of all those thoughts creates a space of stillness and peace. A space of hope and possibility. When we clear away the clutter, anything can happen. Give yourself 2 more rounds of breath here, breathing into your back, low back, and upper back. Exhaling to relax completely. On your inhale, sit up, draw the knees together, soles of the feet come back to the ground. We'll extend through the crown of the head, bring the hands behind the knees. So we're going to take a brief boat pose. So we're keeping our chest lifted, our heart lifted. Beginning to shift your weight back to lift the toes off the ground. Maybe the toes just barely float, or maybe you bring the ankles in line with the knees. Option to breathe here or extend the arms out to the side. Continue lifting the heart. Continue breathing. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Lowering slowly all the way to your back. Coming to lie completely extended on your mat or towel. We'll inhale and hug the knees into the chest. Interlacing the fingers around the knees, uncrossing the ankles. And begin to rock from side to side, finding a little low back massage. From here, we'll bring the soles of the feet to the ground and find a reclined figure 4. Extending your left ankle, your left foot up to the sky. Roll out the ankle. And then cross it on top of your right knee. From here, reaching your arms around to hold on to the back of the right leg, or maybe the right shin. Just being sure to keep your shoulders on the mat or on the ground here. And maybe this is enough to just hold it. Or maybe you want to squeeze the knee in, find a bit more of a stretch through the glute and the hip. You have the option to flex your toes and protect the knee joint if anything feels a little funky in there. And find your breath. One more breath cycle. Release the foot back to the ground. Uncross the ankle. Walk your feet out a little bit wider than your hips and let your knees fall into center. And take a breath in. Exhale to release your low back. Heel toe the feet back in, about as wide as the hips. And inhale to lift your right leg, extend up to the sky. Roll out the ankle. And then we cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. Find your figure 4. Threading the arms through to hold on to the back of the left leg or maybe the left shin. Notice if you want to just hold here, or if you want to be a bit more active by squeezing the left knee in towards your chest, pulling it in with your arms. Wherever you are, settle in with your breath. One more round of breath. Release the sole of the foot to the ground. Uncross the ankle. And hug your knees into your chest. From here, extend your left arm out and let your knees fall over to the right. Turn your gaze over your left fingertips. Maybe bringing your right hand on top of the knees. Inviting the breath in.
Hey Greta, it's Curdy. I just want to let you know you have about 5 minutes left.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On your inhale, drawing your knees back to center. Taking a gentle rock from side to side before letting the knees fall over to the left. Extending your right arm out. Finding this release through your low back. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. One more round of breath, softening through your shoulders. On your inhale, drawing the knees back into center. Rolling out the ankles. Bringing the soles of the feet to the ground with your heels in near your glutes. We'll bring the palms down on either side of the body, and on an inhale, roll up the spine, find a bridge pose. Using your inhale to snuggle your shoulder blades under your heart. Lift your hips, press firm into those feet. Find your foundation. Lifting the chin toward the sky and the chest toward the chin. One more breath. Exhale, roll slowly down your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Releasing the muscles in the legs and the glutes and quads as you roll down. And we'll settle in here for final Shavasana. Extending the legs long on the mat. You have the option to bring your hands by your sides or one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. You're welcome to grab a blanket or something to place over your eyes. Allow your breath to return to its soft, natural rhythm. Giving yourself these last couple minutes of stillness in body and mind. You have nowhere to go, nothing to do. In this moment and every moment, you are whole and complete, enough just as you are. You are here for a reason, to carry your unique gift. to the planet. Feel yourself supported by the earth beneath you, by the community around you. And by the love within you. You're welcome to stay here however long you want. When you're ready to come up, beginning by deepening your breath, running your thumb over the tips of your fingers, finding little wiggles in your fingers and toes, slowly waking the body up. As you come back, looking mindfully, maintaining this space of peace and gratitude. Thank you for showing up today and for allowing me to guide your practice. The divine light and love and warrior within me honors and bows to the divine light, love, and warrior within each one of you. Namaste.
Greta, thank you so much. Nicole
Thank you, Curdy.
put a note in the chat as well to thank you for that glorious practice. And I agree, your voice is very soothing, and you just explained all of the moves so incredibly well, especially for those of us that are not as seasoned in yoga. So thank you so much. I just appreciate you saying yes again. And I'm so excited that this is available to all of us on the replay to be able to practice with you and do yoga.
Yes, come do yoga with me.
I love it. Thank you so much for saying yes to your healing offering for this 12-hour day of collective healing. It just brought so much to us, and what a wonderful way to start out the afternoon. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Have a beautiful day, everyone.
You as well. Thank you, Greta.
Bye.
Bye.